Leaving Nova Scotia's rugged coastline and colorful fishing villages behind, we crossed the magnificent 8-mile Confederation Bridge into beautiful Prince Edward Island. As the sparkling waters of the Northumberland Strait surrounded us, excitement grew for a place famous for its red sand beaches, iconic lighthouses, rolling green countryside, fresh seafood, and timeless charm. Come along as we discover why Prince Edward Island, or simply PEI, is one of Canada's most beloved destinations. Our first stop was the picturesque church on the hill, where sweeping views of the beautiful bridge and strait welcomed us to the island. St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church has been a cornerstone of faith and community since the early 1800s. The first church was a humble log chapel built near the shoreline before the congregation moved to this beautiful hilltop setting. In 1955, tragedy struck when lightning ignited a fire that destroyed St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church. Refusing to let their history be lost, the community rebuilt the beloved church, where it continues to stand today as a symbol of faith, perseverance, and resilience. During our stay on Prince Edward Island, Clark's Sunny Isle Motel in Summerside was the perfect home base. Overlooking the peaceful waters of Budek Bay, this family-owned motel welcomed us with warm maritime hospitality and exceptionally clean accommodations. It was the perfect place to relax after each day of exploring PEI's scenic coastline, beautiful beaches, charming communities, historic lighthouses, and many unforgettable attractions. While exploring Prince Edward Island, we visited as many of its beautiful locations as we could, beginning with the charming village of Victoria by the Sea. Founded in 1819, this picturesque harbor community is known for its colorful waterfront, fresh seafood, unique artisan shops, and relaxed island atmosphere. Join us as we discover why this timeless seaside village is one of PEI's most beloved destinations. Although we didn't have time to explore Charlottetown, one building there immediately caught my attention. Province House. Built between 1843 and 1847, it is one of Canada's most important historic landmarks. In 1864, delegates from several British North American colonies gathered here for the Charlottetown Conference, where they first discussed the idea of forming a united nation. Those meetings eventually led to the creation of Canada in 1867, making Province House the birthplace of Canadian Confederation. Leaving the island's central communities behind, we crossed the Vernon Bridge to begin exploring southern Prince Edward Island. Beyond the bridge, quiet fishing villages, historic lighthouses, and beautiful coastal scenery revealed a more peaceful side of the island waiting to be discovered. Our first destination was Point Prim Lighthouse. Perched above the Northumberland Strait, Prince Edward Island's oldest lighthouse greeted us with spectacular coastal views and a chance to step back into the island's rich maritime past. Since 1845, Point Prim Lighthouse has guided mariners safely through the Northumberland Strait. Its rare round brick tower and spectacular coastal setting have made it one of the island's most iconic and beloved landmarks. For nearly 2 centuries, Point Prim Lighthouse has stood watch over the strait. Climbing its winding staircase feels like stepping back in time. Step inside with us, where every room tells the story of the lighthouse keepers and their families who kept this beacon shining for generations. As our visit comes to an end, Point Prim leaves us with lasting memories of breathtaking views and the remarkable people who faithfully watched over these shores.
Keep going a little faster. That's it. Good for you. You would have made a good keeper.
Invented in 1822 by French physicist Austin Jean Fresnel, the Fresnel lens transformed lighthouse navigation. Its precisely crafted glass prisms focus light into a powerful beam visible for miles, while its unique flashing pattern allowed sailors to identify individual lighthouses and safely navigate dangerous coastlines. More than 200 years later, it remains one of the greatest innovations in maritime history. This is the Lighthouse's modern beacon, built around a Fresnel-style lens that focuses light into a powerful beam visible for miles. While today's lenses are lighter, more durable, and often illuminated by energy-efficient LEDs, they continue the same vital mission as the original Fresnel lens, guiding mariners safely through darkness, fog, and dangerous waters. This is Angus Murchison, a First World War veteran who faithfully served as keeper of Point Prim Lighthouse for more than 35 years. With unwavering dedication, he cared for the lighthouse and its prized Fresnel lens, ensuring its powerful beacon continued to guide mariners safely through the Northumberland Strait. His lifelong commitment helped preserve one of Prince Edward Island's most iconic maritime landmarks and its proud legacy for generations to come. Point Prim Lighthouse is more than a historic landmark. It's a place where Prince Edward Island's maritime heritage comes alive. From its towering beacon to its sweeping coastal views, every visit offers a glimpse into the lives of the dedicated keepers who guided mariners safely for generations. These traditional wooden lobster traps are a lasting symbol of Prince Edward Island's rich fishing heritage. Handcrafted by local fishermen, they reflect generations of skill, hard work, and pride. Before sunrise, traps like these were loaded onto fishing boats and set in the cold Atlantic waters, beginning the search for one of the island's most prized treasures, world-famous PEI lobster. Near Point Prim Lighthouse, we discovered these handcrafted wooden lobster traps for sale. More than unique souvenirs, they celebrate Prince Edward Island's proud lobster fishing heritage. Built in the traditional style passed down through generations, they remind us that on PEI, lobster is far more than a famous delicacy. It's a way of life that has shaped the island's history, culture, and coastal communities for centuries. Standing watch over the Northumberland Strait since 1853, Pam Muir Island Lighthouse is one of Prince Edward Island's most iconic landmarks. Its distinctive white tapered tower, red trim, and black lantern have guided generations of mariners to safety. Today, visitors come to experience its rich history, timeless charm, and the spectacular coastal scenery that surrounds it. As we wandered through the countryside, a horse and buggy quietly passed by, reminding us that on Prince Edward Island, some traditions never fade. It's just one of the many moments that gives the island its timeless charm and relaxed rural character. Each autumn, this quiet meadow transforms into a sea of crimson as low bush blueberry plants blaze with brilliant shades of red. Surrounded by colorful forests and bright rose hips, it's one of Prince Edward Island's hidden fall treasures and a perfect place to pause and enjoy the season's beauty. Before the Confederation Bridge was built, this ferry was one of the primary gateways to Prince Edward Island. Even today, the Northumberland Ferry's route offers a relaxing 75-minute crossing between Wood Islands, PEI, and Caribou, Nova Scotia, an enjoyable way to experience the beauty of the Northumberland Strait. Blockhouse Point Lighthouse stands beside the Wood Islands Ferry Terminal, welcoming travelers arriving on Prince Edward Island from Nova Scotia. Built in 1876, this distinctive lighthouse has watched over the entrance to the harbor for nearly 150 years, helping guide ships safely through the Northumberland Strait. A visit to Blockhouse Point Lighthouse wouldn't be complete without stepping into the boots of a PEI lobster fisherman, at least for a photo. This fun display gives visitors a chance to celebrate the island's proud fishing heritage while enjoying one of the most picturesque lighthouses. It is the perfect place to share a laugh, snap a memorable picture, and take in the beautiful views across Charlottetown Harbor. With the historic Wood Islands Lighthouse nearby and ferries passing throughout the day, it is one of the island's most scenic places to experience PEI's rich maritime heritage. One of the sweetest stops on Prince Edward Island is the Sweet Company in Wood Islands. Here you can watch fresh island fudge being made right before your eyes in a tempting variety of flavors, including brown sugar, Rocky Road, maple nut, and Amaretta chocolate swirl. Rich, creamy, and absolutely delicious. It's a treat that's hard to resist and the perfect souvenir to take a little taste of Prince Edward Island home with you. Prince Edward Island is famous for its rich, iron-rich red soil, making it one of the best potato-growing regions in the world. Every year, farmers harvest millions of potatoes from these fertile fields, supplying tables across Canada and around the globe. As you travel across the island, the endless patchwork of vibrant potato fields offers a beautiful glimpse into the agriculture heritage that has shaped the island for generations. Prince Edward Island is famous for its potatoes, so perhaps the most unusual souvenir is island potato soap. Handmade on PEI using potato water, these rich moisturizing soaps come in a delightful array of scents such as island sea sand, lavender, and raspberry cordial. Fun, practical, and wonderfully unique, they make a perfect reminder of your visit and can be found in gift shops throughout the island. Cavendish is one of Prince Edward Island's most treasured destinations, where dramatic red sandstone cliffs, sweeping sandy beaches, rolling dunes, and the sparkling Gulf of St. Lawrence create unforgettable scenery. Lucy Maud Montgomery, author of Anne of Green Gables, was born in the community of Clifton, now known as New London, on Prince Edward Island on November 30, 1874. Lucy Maud Montgomery's beloved Anne series began with Anne of Green Gables in 1908 and grew into 8 timeless novels. Inspired by the island's rolling farmland, red cliffs, and picturesque villages, Montgomery created stories that have captivated readers for generations. Her books have been translated into dozens of languages, making PEI famous around the world. The Cavendish Dunelands are a coastal paradise where rolling sand dunes, peaceful beaches, and scenic boardwalks invite you to slow down and soak in the beauty. Just a few minutes beyond Cavendish, the scenery leads us to the charming fishing village of North Rustico Harbor. Colorful harborside buildings, working lobster boats, and gently rolling green hills create a scene worthy of a postcard. Whether you're strolling along the waterfront, watching fishermen at work, or simply enjoying the peaceful coastal views, it's a place that invites you to slow down, relax, and experience the timeless charm of island life. Leaving the colorful harbor of North Rustico behind, we followed the coastline to the iconic Cove Head Harbor Lighthouse. Standing watch over the entrance to the harbor, this classic red and white lighthouse has guided mariners for generations and offers beautiful views of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. With the dramatic coastline of Darnley behind us, we headed inland to one of Prince Edward Island's most beloved landmarks, Green Gables Heritage Park. After a wonderful day exploring the farmhouse, meandering down the wooded trails, and visiting the places that brought Anne's story to life, we had worked up quite an appetite. There was no better place to refuel than the Starlight Diner, where chrome accents, colorful decor, and the music of the 1950s brought the golden days of the classic roadside diner to life. Sink into a booth, enjoy a juicy burger, crispy fries, or a thick old-fashioned milkshake, and savor the warm nostalgia of an era when jukeboxes played. Memories were made, and life seemed just a little simpler. With full tummies and tired from a day of exploring, we made one last stop at Holman's Ice Cream Parlor before calling it a day. Housed in a charming historic home, this island favorite has been delighting visitors for generations with rich, handcrafted ice cream made from fresh local ingredients. Whether you choose a classic flavor or a seasonal specialty, every scoop is a delicious reminder that some of the sweetest memories are made over ice cream. The next morning, we were ready to continue our Prince Edward Island adventure, and before long, we came across one of the cutest little lighthouses on the island, Howard's Cove Lighthouse. Perched on a high cape overlooking the Northumberland Strait, this charming white lighthouse, with its bright red lantern, has been guiding mariners since 1978. Though only 19 feet tall, it proves that even the smallest lighthouse can leave a lasting impression. From one of the cutest little lighthouses we've ever seen, we continued on to the heart and soul of Prince Edward Island, its working fishing harbors. Colorful fishing boats rested quietly in the harbor, while stacks of lobster traps lined the wharf, waiting for the next trip to the sea. Every boat, trap, and weathered dock tells the story of generations of hard-working fishermen whose lives have been long shaped by the tides. It's a timeless scene that reflects the island's deep connection to the ocean and the proud traditions that continue to define its coastal communities. Continuing our journey along Prince Edward Island's western shore, we arrived at one of the island's most famous landmarks, West Point Lighthouse. Standing proudly at the western tip of the island since 1875, its distinctive black and white stripes have guided mariners for generations. From the top, you'll enjoy sweeping views of red sandstone cliffs, sandy beaches, and the sparkling waters of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. After visiting West Point Lighthouse, we continued east to the peaceful community of Linkletter. With its sandy beaches, calm Gulf waters, and beautiful coastal views, it's the perfect place to slow down, relax, and enjoy the quiet charm of Prince Edward Island. From crossing the magnificent Confederation Bridge to exploring iconic lighthouses, picturesque fishing villages, red sand beaches, rolling countryside, and the timeless world of Anne of Green Gables, Prince Edward Island surprised us at every turn. Along the way, we discovered breathtaking coastal scenery, fascinating history, fresh seafood, friendly communities, and an unforgettable island charm. Thank you for coming along and sharing this incredible adventure with us. We hope you enjoyed discovering Prince Edward Island as much as we did, and that it has inspired you to experience this remarkable island for yourself. If you've been there, we'd love to hear from you about your favorite memories. If you're planning a visit, let us know what you're most excited to see, or ask us any questions in the comments. We always enjoy hearing from you. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me